Alright, how's it going everyone? My name is Mr. Boss for the win, and welcome to another episode of some Black Ops 2 news, and I guess content really. So, a little bit about the gameplay. This is some really nice gameplay, probably my fastest and most fast-paced, quickest gameplay that I've really ever gotten. This is a multi-team, team deathmatch, and I want to say I get like 40 or 50, something along those lines, kills and like 2 or 3 deaths, and I don't think I stop this entire time. I'm literally constantly moving around, always looking for new topics and always looking for new targets, and I think I do a really good job running really high kill streaks, so it's kill confirmed, which is essentially the easiest game mode to get score streaks and kill streaks. So that's not what I want to talk about today. So like I said, and like you guys know, I'm heavily invested in the new really dormant game developer Respawn Studios. So if you're unfamiliar, Infinity Ward's former co-founders Vince Zampella and Jason West were fired from Infinity Ward / Activision in 2010. They were the guys who really started Modern Warfare 2, and they carry with them the Modern Warfare 2 engine. Essentially, they got fired, and they announced today that Respawn Studios is going to be confirmed that they will be at E3 2013. Why is this important? So, if you're unfamiliar with E3 or unfamiliar with the process or the formula of E3, E3 is awesome. It is essentially, as I get blown up by a car right here, E3 is, it's awesome. It's like the electronic entertainment exposition. And all these content creators and all these game developers and game publishers take their new products that are not available yet, and they let guys who are at E3 play it early. And it's awesome. Like last year I got to play Assassin's Creed 3, Gears of War Judgment, Halo 4, Black Ops 2, Borderlands 2, all before these games came out. And essentially that is what Respawn Studios is going to be bringing to the table. Now I'm going to show you a few tweets, put them on the screen right now. This is from Vince Zampella. He says, I've gotten a few questions about the at E3 Expo plans this year. Yes, we'll finally be at E3. And he says, I have no intention of showing up empty-handed. I can't say anything else right now. So, with that being said, it looks like Respawn Entertainment's Call of Duty Killer is going to be announced at E3 2013. It's a shame that well, not to say that my experience at E3 2012 was bad in any way. My experience was awesome. It was probably the greatest thing I've done in terms of, you know, my gaming, I guess you could say, career. But E3 2013 is going to be a hella awesome experience. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of things from the new generation of consoles. Obviously, we're going to be seeing the newest Call of Duty, Respawn Entertainment's newest Call of Duty Killer. That's what I like to call it, because I can almost guarantee you it's going to be the Modern Warfare 2 engine. It's going to run super smooth. It's going to be super nice. Destiny is going to be there. Watch Dogs, which was at E3 2012. My friend Chris and I were there, but we didn't get to play it. It was more of like a, this is the game Watch Dogs. Here is a video. Here is a picture. And that was it. You know, there wasn't any like playable aspect to it. So it was a lot of fun, but you know, it's going to be a great year for E3. It's going to be one of those monumental years, especially with the drop of these new consoles coming out. So what can you expect from this Call of Duty Killer? Now, giving you some background, because they were released from Infinity Ward and they had that whole lawsuit, I've explained this 1,000 times, but it's something that I'm very passionate about. They are taking the Modern Warfare 2 engine with them. And if you guys don't know what the game engine is, that was Modern Warfare 2's like hit detection, connection, maps, guns, reload. Everything about that game was their engine. And another thing that gives me a really positive vibe, gives me a really positive feel about the game, is the fact that Respawn Studios has been dormant for almost 3 years now. And when I mean dormant, you typically hear like a dormant volcano, meaning something that hasn't been active for a while. And because Respawn Entertainment, Respawn Studios hasn't been working on anything in a while, they've had over 3 years to prep these games. Now, JD 2020 and David Vonderhaar say that Call of Duty games, as they come out yearly, would be best if they got 3 years of development. Now, really, they get about 1.5 to 2, because if you think about it, each new studio starts working on the next Call of Duty almost essentially right after their Call of Duty is released. So I almost guarantee you that Treyarch is working on, let's call it quote-unquote Black Ops 3. They're probably getting the development team ready and the storyline and everything along those lines. And you can best be sure that Activision Infinity Ward, who is ever making that side of the Call of Duty, is already well ahead in the production side of the Call of Duty that is scheduled to come out this fall or 2013 or whenever they release it. And so Since they have the full allotted amount of time, I suspect great things from their new game. Will it be exactly like Modern Warfare 2? Who knows? I honestly wouldn't mind that. I would love to see a reskinned Modern Warfare 2 with a whole new storyline, new guns, new maps, new perks, new score streaks, new kill streaks, but it has to be something innovative. Now, the Activision CEO was talking about what makes Call of Duty successful. As my controller dies right here. He said, what made Call of Duty successful? And what you really need out of a Call of Duty to make it successful is something that is big and something that is unusual and successful. For Black Ops 2, I feel like it was extremely successful because of the Pick 10 system and the score streaks. Same thing with Modern Warfare 2. That was the first time they implemented the whole new, perk system and attachments and all those great things and kill streaks, and even in the first Black Ops, they implemented so much different customability with party games and all these different things, wager matches, COD currency. It has to be something different to make it successful, and that's where I feel like Modern Warfare 3 really fell apart, and I don't blame them. Those guys only had like 8 months to make their game, and that is the result of a lack of time, because it obviously showed that Modern Warfare 3 was not a very good game. It was not very polished. And, it showed, and I think that the future is bright for first-person shooters, and who knows, Respawn Studios might launch their Call of Duty Killer, which would be amazing on the new set of consoles. Because let's say that whoever Activision Infinity Ward, they have to make their game for the as I get a little teabag in there, they have to make their game for the Xbox 360, this generation of consoles. What's going to happen when everyone gets the new consoles and Respawn Entertainment drops this Call of Duty Killer game? It is going to open a lot of eyes for the future of gaming, and definitely for the future of first-person shooters. But anyways, guys, my name is Mr. Boss for the win. This video is shortly coming to a close. I would like to let you guys know, well, really, I want you guys to leave a comment down below what you think of this newest Call of Duty Killer. Subscribe, like, do all those great things. Appreciate the love, support. See you later. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video.